Okay, let me see. Xiaofang wrote, "Good morning, Shifu. When I was meditating yesterday and the mind was very quiet, a sudden intense feeling of fear and frantic arise. I was unsure what is that, so I just watched it until it ceased. However, after that, there's a lingering feeling of fear until quite later that it disappeared fully. So I should just continue to watch it if it arises again next time. Is there a reason for the fear?" Thanks for sharing this question, Xiaofang. So first of all, it is not uncommon to have different emotions arise when we meditate. Yeah, uh, the, but are the emotions totally random? Not exactly also, even though it may appear to be so. Yeah. Um, if we go deep enough, even our thoughts are not so random also. Yeah. It's just that most of the time we are either unable to be mindful of the sequences of mental and bodily processes throughout. Yeah. Usually when we say, "Oh, I suddenly think about that," it is because that thing that you are thinking about is strong enough to catch your attention to kind of like then it seems as though it come out of nowhere because we are not mindful of the previous moments. Yeah. So this is one aspect. The other aspect is because most of us, even as we watch the mental and bodily sequences, we are not able to trace to what they call it, trace down to the mental roots. Yeah. Here I'm referring to past karmic imprints. Yeah, because some are due to past karmic imprints. Yeah. So so that's that about that. Why is there a reason for the fear? No, so it's linked to some things, but some many times it's not so apparent to us. Yeah, not so apparent to us. The other thing I want to highlight is then her question, Xiao Feng's question. Yeah, you asked uh, whether to continue to watch it if it arises again next time. No. So the first thing I want to say about this is it's wonderful that you actually face it, watch it, and until it ceases. Why? Because as I shared before, this is what the Buddha did. Yeah, the Buddha actually described that when he was still a bodhisattva meditating, there were times where fear arose. Yeah, be it when he's doing sitting or when he's doing walking, yeah, pacing. Um, the difference between the Buddha and most people is most people, when we are faced with fear, when we are faced with such uh, negative emotions, we tend to, well, in modern terms, fight or flight. Yeah. But the Buddha basically just faced it. He wasn't fighting it also. He just observed it. Yeah. So the description, as I recall, is that the Buddha would not change what he's doing. If he's sitting, he remains sitting, and he just observe and be aware until the fear subside. Yeah, which is basically what you did. So 2 thumbs up. Yeah. So if it should arise again, yeah, you should just observe it. Yeah. Um, Fear don't usually arise by itself. Yeah. Once fear arises, usually many other mental concomitants arise. Other supporting uh, mental states arise. Yeah. Because fear is a very powerful emotion, very strong emotion. It is like a movie star, you know. Once the movie star arrives, all the fan club arise. All the calefairs come around. Yeah. So when fear arises, usually there are impulses that also arise. Yeah, impulses to do with what should I do now? Yeah, impulses to um, questions like why is this happening? All this start to come up. Yeah. So watching the fear is one part of it. And if we can watch the fear, then we can also be aware of the other subsequent mental states. Yeah. Because in the end, for the most part, when fear arises, we would then act on the other mental states. Yeah. Such as we have from fear, then we have the impulse to do this, to do that, and then we act on them. Yeah. So if we can be aware of the fear and in turn be aware of the other mental states, then we can refrain from acting on the other mental states. Yeah. And why not? Because when other mental states arise out of fear, in all likelihood is unwholesome. Yeah. And it's usually detrimental to ourselves and others. Yeah. But at that moment, it feels like that is the right thing to do. Related mental states or emotions would be anxiety. Anxiety is basically fear as well. Yeah, fear of something. And then it's more like the secondary one. Yeah. Behind anxiety, in front of anxiety is almost always fear. Yeah. Mm. So good that you managed to catch it. Oh, but it's not easier. Yeah. Uh, I've related during the meditation session before. There was once I was in Sri Lanka with a group of students. I brought them over there for a retreat. After 1 week, I sent them off. Then I came back. Uh, I didn't. Well, I sent them off. Well, I sent them off to the gate lah. I didn't send them to the airport lah. Yeah. Then I went back to the hall and did meditation. And just that difference of a few hours before that, when you sit there, uh, the whole group of them, some I think 20 over of them, were together in the hall. Yeah, nothing else about the hall changed. Yeah, but with everybody around, then the atmosphere feels different. But when I went back, and then by the time I went back after I sent them off, the Paramita Center, the what they call helpers, yeah, the workers are basically switch off all the lights except the Buddha, the light at the altar. So I went in, then the feeling start to feel a bit different. Then because only one person, no, so I don't want to turn on all the lights. So never mind. What is there? Be concerned and sit down. So sit for quite a while. Then suddenly I hear footsteps. Then I was like, eh, why would there be anyone walking around at this time? After sending them back, already quite late. And then there's only, after they are gone, the whole Paramita Center is virtually empty except for the few workers. And I think one of them actually, the office one, actually go back. So only left maybe one or two, and then there's another monk who is staying inside one of the kuti. Well, then sit. Halfway through, then suddenly I heard a sound like, can't remember what the sound is now, like crack, crack or something like. Wow, shiver went up, up my spine. I must say that I think that you can call that fear, huh? And I was like, wow, really? Is there really a ghost or spiritual being that is like come up now? So I thought, okay, I might just see what happens, see what happens. Then gradually that subsided also. Yeah. And then after a while more, the bell rang. Yeah. And then of course when I finished, I stretched and then I look around, also nobody. Yeah. Just myself. Yeah, just myself. In our day-to-day life, um, our fear would feel very real as well. Yeah, yeah, and it's not always about about ghosts. Uh, it's not always about the dark or what. Yeah, fear about the future, about what will happen to these five aggregates. Fear about what will not happen to these five aggregates. Usually we don't think in this way. We think about what will happen, right? What will happen or not happen. But the Buddha is his approach is very interesting. If you look at the line of questioning in the sutta, he put the whirling, the putujana would worry about, would be preoccupied with what happens to the five aggregates in future. And you think about it, that's the case, isn't it? Yeah, be it these five aggregates or other people's five aggregates. Whichever five aggregates you are attached to, you are preoccupied with it, and sorrow, worry, lamentation, sorrow, and the whole list of all the tribulations, yeah, arise because of that. Not because you care, but because you're attached to it. So good. 加油. I read my sis asked, how about when the thoughts of Dhamma teachings arise? My mind was thinking of contemplating, but was also thinking, should I go back to my breathing meditation? Then I decided to just continue to meditate. Yeah, that's another good question. So fear is unwholesome, right? Then how about Dhamma teachings? Yeah, so in the Zen tradition, it has this saying, 见魔砍魔，见佛砍佛. Yeah, is Lin Toy in today? Lin Toy not in today, so I don't have to translate. I have to translate or not? Maybe it should, huh? Oh, before I do that, Zoom user is back. Zoom user, Zoom. Hello, Zoom. Oh, I think she cannot hear. She walked in and out. Okay, so the saying is basically, when you meditate, for that matter, I think this statement actually is not just when you meditate, but let's just look at the context of meditation. When you are meditating, if you see Mara, 见魔, yeah, 砍魔, you kill the Mara. When we say kill, it means you remove Mara from your mind. Yeah. But if you see Buddha, you also remove Buddha from your mind. So for most people, when you first learn about Buddhism and then you hear this phrase, it's like, what? Mara, you can understand. Yeah, Mara is not good, ma. You come and disturb your practice. Then Buddha, good. Why you want to remove Buddha from your mind? So the basis here is, whatever is not your practice at that moment. That means if you're supposed to be focusing on your breath, whatever arises is a distraction. It's your falsehood, delusional discrimination. Yeah. So that's one level. Yeah, that means if it's not your object of meditation, you remove everything. Another level is whatever that can arise in your discriminating mind is falsehood discrimination. Yeah. So, 不着一切相, not to be grasping onto any perception or conception at all. Yeah. So that's another level. Yeah. But for a start, I think do first level first. Yeah. So, but in the lineage I was trained in, then do we ever do contemplation of the Dhamma teachings? We do. Yeah. But still, we don't do it randomly. Yeah, because I'm sure some of you, including my sis in this case, you meditate halfway, and then suddenly, wow, the teachings from here and there just come to you. Yeah. And then you feel so inspired. Yeah. And at that moment, wow, you suddenly have so much clarity and understanding of the teaching, and you feel like quite drawn to wanting to contemplate more. Huh? So before you start your sitting, you should determine for this sitting what practices you're going to do. Samatha, what is your object? You should predetermine. This is the object. Vipassana, what is the object? What is the angle? Yeah, what is the scope? Yeah, you are going to contemplate. Everything else, leave it aside. So if you look at this process, it's about cultivating mental discipline, because our mind is very tricky. Yeah, our mind will come up with all kinds of reasons to not do what you're supposed to be doing. It's right. It's just like when we are studying in school last time. Yeah, when it's time to study, then we feel like doing housework. When you're supposed to do housework, I want to do homework. Our mind will come up with all the best reason. Yeah, the best excuse to do what you are supposed to do, you don't want to do. What you're not supposed to do, you want to do. So even Dharma teachings, okay? Oh, Zoom go off again. 这个有缘无分，不要强求。Okay, Xiaofang says, it's like feeling very strong sense of loss. And what should I do? For a start, um, you are doing it right. Also, just observe it. But if I'm oh, Zoom user is back. Hello, Zoom user. Would you like to turn on your mic and tell us your name?
I'm Gyok-Hua.
Gyok-Hua.
Yes.
How are you doing, Gyok-Hua?
I'm new in meditation, so I was not doing well.
Not doing well. That's good.
Cannot concentrate.
Oh, that's very good. Then this class is for you.
Yeah, to train myself.
Yes. Yeah. This group is for the cannot concentrate group.
Yeah, cannot concentrate. No, half an hour I could not concentrate. Then I could not count the breathe in and out. I could not. I only chant the for how, that's all.
Yeah,
only I chant Amitofo.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it. I can't do breathing. I can't breathe in or breathe out. I just could not count until 5. I lost count with it. But of course, my mind will run. Then I come back again, chant Amitofo again. But my mind will go off and come back again. So very poor. I found it very poor. But I try to do it. Then my leg very pain.
Oh, so that means your mind is very healthy. Your mind is very healthy. It is able to run here, run there. And your leg is also very healthy. It can feel pain. Some people's leg not healthy, cannot feel pain anymore. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you feel that you cannot meditate 30 minutes, then try 29 minutes tomorrow.
Okay. And tomorrow I won't be joining. I will join on Wednesday.
Okay. So Wednesday we have a date. 29 minutes for you.
Okay. I will try.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amitofo.
Amitofo.
So back to Xiaofang's the thing about sense of loss. I just want to add the one thing we can all do is, number one, don't anticipate such feelings, okay? Because it's very easy. The good experience, the bad experience, once we experience it, we end up anticipating it. Yeah, meaning that you are wondering when it will happen. Good feelings is easy to understand because good feelings, we want it more. Bad feelings, we usually don't want it anymore. So we may wonder, why would we anticipate it? We will anticipate it because of the anxiety or fear that it will come again. So, but instead, try to observe the feelings as it comes and goes. Neutral feelings, yeah, feelings that is neither painful nor pleasant, also observe. Yeah, emotions that is neutral, also observe. It is when we observe the neither painful nor pleasant that we are able to observe the arising of anger, the arising of fear, the arising of anxiety. Yeah. By the time we are aware of emotions like fear and anxiety and anger, it is long gone already. Yeah. Usually it's an aftermath. Yeah. So to really observe the arising, you need to be observing it before it even arises, which is where it is neither painful nor pleasant, agreeable nor disagreeable. Yeah. But that part is very boring. So we tend to drift off. Yeah. And that's why by the time we come back is when it's exciting already. It's just like watching 连续剧 ma, just like watching TV series. Yeah. Why is it that some people, they know head and tail, some people don't know? Then they always ask, hey, what happened? How come he killed him? Why? Because never watched all the episodes. All the boring in between, nothing happening one, you must watch. Then you know what's happening. Then you know, confirm, going to kill already. Then your friends like, why? How you know? How you know? You watch lah, you watch. Same thing, same process. Yeah, same process. Yeah. It's just that when we watch our mind, watch halfway, 连续剧 boring. Then we watch advertisement. Yeah. We watch the rerun of the past. The one more interesting. Okay. So must watch the whole show. Our life is not so easy to get, you know. Yeah. Netflix only $10+ a month. This precious human life, you know how long you must cultivate to have this life. So must watch the whole show. Don't watch halfway. 阿弥陀佛，乖乖啊，乖乖的看连续剧，看我们人生连续剧。Okay, have a good day of acting ahead. Yeah, choose your own character. Don't let people choose your character. Yeah, once in a while play the role of Buddha, Bodhisattva. Don't always play Mara. Okay, bye-bye.